Alexander the Great. This influential ancient figure had established one of the greatest empires to ever exist. His legacy nowadays, though, is disputed, with Macedonia being at the center of it. Nowadays, two places identify themselves as Macedonians. The first one is a country in the Balkans, officially named FYROM, short for the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. The second one is the northern region of the country where I come from, Greece, that constitutes geographically the bigger part of the ancient kingdom of Macedonia, and it's much more related to the legacy of Alexander, as we'll see in a while. For some, this dispute may seem insignificant, but for the local ones it is a matter of national identity. So let's briefly see the timeline between the dispute between these two countries. Since FYROM declared its independence in 1991 from Yugoslavia, Greece, with the support of a couple more nations, refuses to acknowledge an independent Macedonian state because they claim that no other ethnicity has anything to do with the ancient Macedonian identity. These objections by Greece led to the result that this country today has the official title of FYROM instead of being named as Macedonia as their constitution defines it. Nevertheless, the global community mostly recognizes it as Macedonia. Over the past years, actions such as a trade embargo by Greece, the erections of statues of Alexander the Great in FYROM's capital, and many more brought much tension to the table. Before 3 months though, the two sides finally reached a deal. The Prespa Agreement, which defined as FYROM's new name, the Republic of Northern Macedonia.
In the agreement that we've reached, our northern neighbours have nothing to do with the ancient Greek civilization of Macedonia and cannot claim any connection to it in the future.
Several protests took place though, and the community met the deal with disapproval, and we have the same reactions by the other side too. However, it seems that the deal will be ratified by both governments. From the start of the video, you may be wondering, what will FYROM achieve by changing its name, since everyone out there calls them as Macedonians, despite the fact that we the Greeks do not approve it? The answer to this is that each FYROM government is pretty much obliged to negotiate with Greece because the dispute does not allow them to develop as a country as much as they want to. How can this happen though? Apparently, Greece has the ability to veto each and every one of their efforts to become a member of several international organizations such as the NATO and the EU, and this is what pressures each FYROM government to come to terms with the Greek demands. Viewing the matter from our side and taking into account a fact that all historians agree upon, ancient Macedonians were a tribe that spoke the Greek language, worshipped the Greek gods, and participated in the Olympics, which were exclusively for Greeks back then. So it is clear that Greeks relate more to them than people of FYROM that speak a Slavic language of their own. To the Greek allegations about culture, the other side responds that a lot of changes have happened in the centuries between that give the residents of FYROM the right to identify themselves as Macedonians. Moreover, Greece claims that the use of the name Macedonia implies territorial ambitions over Greek territory, a thing that surely existed in the past, but now is only supported by a few ultra-nationalists from FYROM, and in my opinion, as far as we are a member of the NATO, we don't have to worry about an invasion from our northern neighbors. One could even claim that Greece does not respect the right of FYROM to self-determination, but the question in this matter is the following. Doesn't this right stop to apply when it intervenes in another country's history? Sadly, this dispute has caused a lot of harm in both societies, with the media feeding people with biased views, violent protests taking place, and overall creating a conflict environment between the two countries. Now at this point you might be wondering, isn't all this very petty? It's just a name after all. Well, on the one hand, one may see it like that because the situation should have been solved a long time ago. But before you blame anyone for their pettiness, you should think, if you were in the shoes of these people, of any side, wouldn't you actually be concerned about the issue? Would you simply leave a part of yourself, your cultural heritage? You would probably fight for it, and this is what all civilians that call themselves Macedonian is doing. Thank you.